So let's face it, 99% of the time, it's going to take us years to become rich. Those fortunate enough to win the lottery, hit some random meme coin pump, or jump on a trend earlier enough to reap the rewards sadly fall in the 1%. P.S. Those stats were totally made up, by the way.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction.
But they seem pretty accurate. However, I think it's fair to say that becoming wealthy takes time and will take time for the majority of us. And by time, if not years, because of the vehicle you are using, and by vehicle I mean asset class, not an actual motor vehicle by the way, then it will simply take a huge chunk of hours. Now, one thing I know for certain is that becoming wealthy is far easier than getting rich, at least from an effort perspective. You could do tried and tested methods like buying real estate or property as we call it here in the UK and simply sit and wait. You could buy stocks and shares in blue chip companies or invest in the S&P 500 and let those results compound over time to make you millions and millions of pounds in the future. But that's not always fun. And I know some of you want to get rich quicker. So if that's the case and you're willing to put the time in through hours, you will get rich slightly quicker if you try these income stream ideas I'm about to share. The first one is to create and sell books. Now, before you skip off the video, just wait a minute. You don't need to be the next Charles Dickens or have thousands in the bank to publish a book. You can literally create ebooks for free. And all you need to do is put the time and hours in. But what should I write a book on? I hear you sarcastically mumbling. Easy. Something you want to talk about, an idea you want to share, a topic of general interest, a skill you want to share with others, something around a field of work, or just anything you think somebody else in the world will pick up and want to read. There's literally books about anything: anxiety, investing, cooking, elephants, money, plants, made up stories. You can literally write anything, my friends. Heck, if you really want to be cheeky, you could even jump onto Fiverr and pay someone to write a book for you. And if you're so lazy, and want to do nothing else, get someone on Fiverr to design the covers and titles for you too. Now, what's amazing is you can publish books on websites that you're familiar with too, Amazon being one of them. So there's no excuse to pretend you don't know what to do next. Number 2, online courses. Now, this is a bit of a taboo subject for many people, but listen, if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it, right? And the worst is they may even be worse than you and may even be charging probably a lot more than you were initially going to charge. I can relate to both points, by the way. So if you have something worth sharing, something of true value, be that how to draw, for example, or how to invest in property, or how to start an Amazon business, or drop ship from anywhere in the world, you could literally start a course for that. Now, do I advocate a shitty course that will give no real value to the customer and only line your pockets? Of course not. But what I will say is, having spent £12,000 on courses, there's a huge market for it. And at the end of the day, as long as you're being transparent in what your course offers and can deliver, not promising some BS Lambo life within 6 weeks, why not do it? Number 3, invest in index funds. Now, these probably won't give you the riches you want straight away, and it's more of a medium to long-term play, but it works. And things like the S&P, they're tried and tested for many years. And although it may seem boring and compound interest puts you to sleep, if you're struggling for ideas out there, starting something like this may be your best bet. £500 invested every month, giving an average return of around 10% per year, will give you over £1 million in 30 years, my friends. And although we could argue about inflation and what £1 million is worth then, it's still better than doing nothing for the next 30 years, right? Number 4, start a business. Now, this is such a broad suggestion, but you can create product or services relatively quickly, depending of course on how hard you're willing to work. For example, we have created the best superfoods on the market, helping your mental and physical health. And that is now creating an income for us whilst also changing people's lives. But you could offer a service, be that translating, copywriting, editing videos, or any other types of work that you think you can do in return for money and line your own pockets. And if you get good enough and you get a good enough customer base, you could even outsource certain things. Just hear me out. Let's say you want to start a media agency. Nothing crazy, just something small for now. You could do the following. You could get a list of influencer wannabes or even influencers and offer to edit their videos and post across their socials. You could take their long form video podcasts or content and make them more engaging, throwing them on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks in exchange for cash. Now, you could take the profit yourself and trade your time for this, or you could get someone on Fiverr who can deliver this to a similar or better quality, charge slightly higher and take the profit that exists. Now, you do this across a number of customers, you're making money being the person in the middle. Number 5, invest in assets during a recession. Now, I've done multiple videos on recessions that I urge you all to look into, but if property drops by let's just say 20% in the next year or so across certain areas in the UK. It's when you get those discounted properties, it's those things that can set you up for greatness. And the same applies with blue chip stocks or even cryptocurrencies. Yes, I know some of you think it's a scam. And let's be honest, there's a lot of crap out there, so it's easy to understand that sentiment. But investing in genuine utility-based cryptocurrencies whilst prices are currently dead in this bloodbath we're currently going through could set you up for some huge returns, irrespective of your thoughts on the technology. Remember, bear markets don't last forever. Nothing moves in the same direction, be that up or down. So if you want to make money, the good old saying of buy low, sell high certainly applies right now. Thanks for watching.